Last time on Perle, we took you to France, and we started off that adventure with a boat project, one of the big ones. Too much water in both our bilges. We took on crew, and then we took on the beautiful north coast of France. That is, the bits that we could see. It was a perfect blend between nice experiences and the odd boat projects. This time we will be leaving France for a short while to explore the Channel Islands of Alderney, Guernsey and Jersey before heading back to France and taking on the dreaded Bay of Biscay. The English Channel, though, was no picnic either, and it was a bit of a bumpy ride to reach the Channel Islands.
On first.
After having been tossed around like in a human washing machine, we laid eyes on Alderney, an island that was somewhat unknown to us. Alderney is the northernmost of the inhabited Channel Islands and is part of the bailiwick of Guernsey, and as such is a British Crown dependency, thus practicing extended self-governing. Alderney is a quite small island with just under 8 square kilometers or 3 square miles to act as home for its 2,200 inhabitants. Alderney has one marina consisting of mooring balls only. Mooring balls are floating buoys that are permanently installed and securely attached to the seafloor, usually by concrete blocks or some heavy-duty chain, to which one has to attach one's boat. With Perle safely secured to a designated mooring ball, it was time to lower the dinghy and head in to shore. The first order of business was to take care of the customs clearance, which turned out to be a self-service operation. And then we were free to start exploring Alderney. Starting off in the main town of Alderney, St. Anne, a picturesque little town that dates back to the 15th century. As luck would have it, we just happened to arrive in the midst of the annual festival of Alderney Week. Our departure from Alderney coincided with the end of Alderney Week, which was marked by a Spitfire show right above our heads. What a farewell to Alderney. From Alderney, we continued on to Guernsey, which was a whole other experience, with its close to 64,000 inhabitants and an area of 62 square kilometers or 24 square miles. We hopped on the local bus and rode around the island before exploring the main town of Guernsey, St. Peter Port. Guernsey is probably for many the best known of the Channel Islands, and known for its light tax and its financial services, as well as being a popular offshore finance center for private equity funds. Our visit on Guernsey was short before heading on to Jersey, enjoying the beautiful Jersey shoreline and being lifted up and gently pushed forward by huge Atlantic swells. Jersey is the largest of the Channel Islands, and we were lucky enough to stumble into, or quite literally, under an open-air exhibition. Each piece of clothing representing a unique memory. That's the beauty of travel. You never know where the next memory builder lies. After Jersey, it was time to head back to France again, and back to pretending to know the native tongue.
Bonjour mesdames, si on peut danois, tale 3, over.
Our first port of call in France was Saint-Malo, where we not only had the most spectacular place for the night, we also got to experience the most moving religious procession. And then it was time to take on the dreaded, renowned, infamous Bay of Biscay. We decided to sail the Biscay along the coastline, giving ourselves the opportunity to visit all sorts of beautiful places. So we are right now in Roscoff in France, and as you can see, shifting tides is still very much an issue. Right now it's low tide and all the ships are aground. And the water rises up higher than I'm standing right now. As you can see, the darker stones is where the water comes up when it's high tide. So until then, all the boats are on dry land, and against the wall are the commercial fishing boats leaning. That's one way to get your dinghy up.
capitainerie Port de la Rochelle, ici en bateau danois. Over.
The station 4 minutes right now, listen you.
La Rochelle was where we parted with our first crew on board Perle, Bettina and Thomas. We hope you enjoyed your stay on Perle, and we hope that it has sparked new motivation for following your own dreams and buying a catamaran. We wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to seeing you again. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we've gone to bed, and we have been seeing a lot of lightning throughout the evening, and it's just gotten closer and closer, and right now it feels like it's just above our heads. It's pouring down with rain, the wind is howling, and we've got lightning and thunder all over us. But as the saying goes, after rain comes sunshine, or at least, as in this case, a weather window decent enough for us to continue on. We sailed to Royan, and from there we decided to take an extended overnight sail in order for us to get to Spain. So the sun has just set, and this will be our view for the next 8 to 10 hours. In the night time we navigate on our navigational systems. We have our chart plotter here with the route, and then we have an extra device, that's our depth sounder, and right now we are on 32 meters of water. But we have our wind instrument, and right now the wind is close to 10 knots right on our nose. Then we have our compass here, our analog compass and our digital compass, and we are going 189 degrees, which means that we are going straight south. We are navigating by our system here, and then we are comparing it to the lights that we see on land. So I don't know if this light doesn't show up on camera, but there's a light I can see on land, and that's this lighthouse here. And the next time I get to see some light on land is down at Cap Breton, which is marina. We're not going in there, but they will be having lighthouses and buoys for us to navigate by. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I am on my second night watch, and this is our chart plotter, and we've lost all signal to all the satellites. So that is why we have two navigation systems, because this one is still working, thankfully. Conditions now are that the wind has Daylight didn't have much to offer, neither in weather nor speed, except for the always exciting moment of hoisting a new courtesy flag, this time signifying that we have made it to Spain. And Spain is where we are going to take you next time, where we are blown away by the beauty of the Spanish north coast and by the new flavors and tastes and culture, and where the whole orca situation becomes a bit too real. Until then, thank you so much for watching our videos, and as always, take care, be safe.